Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm your host Sandman. Today I'm going to be reviewing Multipick Elite G Pro Community Edition Dimple Pick set. Let's get into it. First off, I didn't start picking Dimple locks until probably like 2016, 2017. And honestly, I think it was because there just wasn't a lot of tools for it in North America, because those locks are not super common outside of high security locks. The very first, most popular Dimple Pick set that was available to the American market, I believe these came from Germany, is the Spooks Dimple Pick set, and this was reviewed by Bosnian Bill like 7 years ago, and this became a really hot ticket item. The rumor was that these were actually Sauber tools that were being resold by Spooks. They were hand finished and hand polished, and I put like some type of tubing to make it a larger diameter handle, but these are still super small for my hand, so I never really got a lot of use out of these things. But this was like the best you could buy on the market 7 years ago, and it came inside of a nuclear fallout shelter blanket, you know, from the Cold War or something like that. It came with a selection of really garbage tension wrenches, and it is what it is. It was super expensive too, like a couple $100. So this was the best you can get 7 years ago, and I wasn't really slaying a lot of locks with it. I might have done a couple white yellow belt level Yale keyway style Dimple locks, but that's about it. Then I started going into the deep end. I started buying other Dimple Pick brands. So this is the Sparrows Black Flag. This has rubber handle. They are super flexible, which is not desirable among Dimple Picks. So when you're picking high security locks like spool pinned locks like the Multi-Lock 7x7, this thing will super flex on you, and it's not good. It kills feedback. The rubber handle kills feedback, and it just is what it is. I don't know where the flag is in the inside of the keyway. There's no indexing mark on the handles, and if you bend or break one of these, you got to buy a whole new set. I think the set set me back about like 75 bucks. So it was neat in theory, but I just didn't really care for it. I still couldn't pick any locks with it. And then I bought like cheaper stuff, like from China, the Honest Dong Shi. And then I bought the Huck set, which is people in North America and the locksport community are buying these because you can get it for like 35 bucks from Gozo. You wait 2 weeks. The handles are not super uncomfortable. They like the knurling, and these are not super aggressive in the shank like the Honest ones are, but they're cheap enough that you can modify the tips. So that's what people were doing in North America, is they're just buying cheap Chinese stuff to modify the tips because the Sparrow ones are garbage, and the Spook ones, they were too expensive for what they really are. So then Multipick was like, hey, hold my beer, and they came out with the Lock Noob edition with Lock Noob's input. Now they did have an Elite G Pro set of 10 that I don't own. I'm going to be purchasing that on Black Friday during their upcoming sales on the 24th of this month. But imagine just 10 of these with 10 different flags. They now have an 11th one that they will offer, not in that set, but separately. And this is what was available on the market. And I think this is amazing. This is the pinnacle of Dimple Picks until the Lock Noob edition, and we'll get into that. But I love that they have the little rubber O-rings, the inlaid O-rings here. I love that the flag can be replaced with a 2.5 millimeter hex head key, and it's just super practical, super ergonomic. This handle will last you a lifetime, and you can replace the flags and put any flag that you want. If you want, you could just buy one handle and buy all the flags. But then Lock Noob, with community feedback and with help from a lot of really great makers and pickers in the locksport community, they came up with a different design, and that is this community edition here. So they have a much thicker shank here where your fingers are gripping for the fine motor reflex movement here, and you don't have to worry about us cramping as much. And then it's just completely just flat going out, because as you bring your pick in and out of a lock keyway, this is going to be touching against the palm of your hand, and you don't want it to be moving up and down. Whereas maybe the G Pro, it has a funny shape to it right here, so maybe that might move. I don't know. This still works perfectly fine, but I like that this is ergonomic. It's more comfortable. This is about a 10 millimeter grip right here, and it tapers out, and this is super functional. The other addition that these have is what's called an indexing mark. I don't know if you can see that there, but there's an inlay in here, a piece of nylon, I believe, a piece of plastic, and it's inlaid as the indexing mark. So with this in the 12 12 o'clock position, I know that this is a right-handed flag for right-handed keyways. And I know where, if I insert this into a lock and I can't see it, I know exactly where my flag is in that keyway, thanks to that indexing mark. Previously, people were just using the Allen head key, and that's fine, but I really like the attention to detail. Not the Allen head, the Allen head screw, the set screw. But I really like the attention to detail here with that indexing mark. It does come with 3 turning tool Z-style wrenches, so a total of 6. However, I prefer the Lock Noob edition of turning tools, the single-sided ones. These are perfect for my needs. I don't even use these that come with the set. I prefer these. Honestly, in my humble opinion, no slight against Multipick, I think these should have been in this set instead of these. But you know, it is what it is. I bought this separately with this and I have 0 regrets. I love these because all of these, not only will they fit inside of this pick set right here, if I put them right there, not only do they fit in here, but they also fit inside my everyday carry. So if I want to slide these and put these, you know, in the case back here, I could do that. I'm just trying to make this video quick enough. And they also can fit with my Lock Noob edition pick set here. So I like the functionality of having a non-Z style, and all you need is these 6. I haven't found a Dimple lock that these 6 will not fit into. I will get into the product real quick. So going back to the thickness of the handles that taper and the indexing mark that's on these, and the fact that you can replace the Dimple flags. I have a set of custom Dimple picks that I've had made from various makers. Lockpicking Dev and Rat Yoke are custom pick makers, and they have taken inspiration from this design. This is a solid brass Dimple pick. I guess you could use the screw here for indexing, but they use he uses the rubber O-rings here. He has the taper here, and you can obviously buy multi-pick Dimple pick flags to put in here. You could just buy all 10 and just buy one handle from Lockpicking Dev if you were to so choose, but this is a $50 investment. You could almost buy the Dimple pick set for that cost. And then I also have my Rat Yokes. This is a prototype. This is the actual product, and this is like a 10 to 12 millimeter grip here with a taper, and it has a ruby or a synthetic ruby right here for indexing. So people in the custom pick world have taken notice of Lock Noob's design, and they absolutely love it. And this is what Dimple picks should look like. So let's get into the actual product review. With this, however, I would like to say I finally started slaying Dimple locks. I'm now a purple belt in the Reddit karate belt system. So if all the locks in the world were ranked from easiest to hardest in 9 different levels, and they use karate belts to represent those locks, I am a purple belt, and I'm currently working on brown belt level locks. So I am confident to tell you that I'm decent at picking Dimple locks thanks to the quality and functionality of this pick set. I couldn't do that with my previous lock picks that I had. And I love this set so much that's why I invested in the custom variations of this set, because I was like, well, I think it'd be fun to have something super bougie, super nice, super high quality, and then I could just buy the Dimple flags to put in here, the flags from Multipick. So that's just what I do as a collector. Let's get into the actual nitty gritty here. So Multipick Elite G Pro Community Edition, our popular G Pro Dimple lock picks with an enhanced new handle shape. Another Multipick Lock Noob collaboration. You find our G Pro Dimple lock picks great, but would like to have bigger, thicker handles? You are not alone in the lockpicking community. That's why we now have a limited edition with bigger, thicker handles and an additional marking indicating the index point. This provides you with 2 practical advantages simultaneously. Easier to hold the pick, especially advantageous for bigger hands, and the index point is always in view. In this way, you will always be able to locate the next pin. The handles and the compilation of the kit were done in collaboration with Lock Noob and have been additionally surface treated by us in order to make the surface more scratch resistant. The new kit is only available for a limited time, exclusively and only from us. So be quick, because as always, only while supplies last. So supposedly this is limited edition. This is limited edition to while supplies last. However, these handles are going to last you a lifetime. And if you were to bend or break one of these picks, and I doubt you will because I have probably close to 100 hours using these tools. If you were, you can replace the flags. Each one of these is marked. So each one of these has the crown to show that it's the Elite series, and it's multi-pick, and it says Elite G Pro 07, so that's the type of flag that's on here. And you also have a serial number. My serial number on this one is 510, and it was made in 2023. So I know everything that I need to, like if I were to lose a tool, I know what I purchased. And if I break a tool, I know what to replace. And though this handle would never break, I can replace the pick tip. So that is super cool that I can do that. I could just go on to Multipick and buy a number 7 Dimple flag tip. I love that. See, finest polished tips and many variations for the widest range of locks, maximum feedback, maximum feel of the pin movement to the user, highest level of resistance, especially with the last pin due to the special handle shape. So what that's referring to is compared to, let's say, Sparrows, these guys are super thick. I can't get this thing to flex. But the Sparrows is super bendy, super flexy. Look at that. I can totally flex that thing. It's not desirable because when I am picking a lock that has 7 pins, like the Multi-Lock 7x7, and that has 7 security spool pins, and I'm on the 7th pin, and you are trying to get that guy moving, you don't want any flex in that shaft. But when I work with Sparrows or anything else, ooh, look at that. That is gross. That is disgusting. You don't want that in a dimple pick. You want it to be rigid, so it also gives you feedback as well. Let's see, non-slip, fatigue-free handles made of rubberized aluminum. So you're going to get feedback in 3 different places. You're going to get feedback along the handle here, you're going to get feedback along the shank here, and I'm going to feel feedback in my tensioning finger as I'm using the tension wrench. So that's 3 places you're going to have feedback. You want there to be grip in the handle. You don't want there to not be grip. You're not going to be able to rotate this guy without the grip. Now, some people will point to, yeah, but you know, Sparrows has grip all the way around. Yeah, but you're going to lose feedback back here because this whole thing is rubberized. It's not ideal. So that's why I really love the Multipick over anything else that is currently on the market. And last but not least, the exchangeable, individually available dimple flags. We talked about that. If you are someone that wants to invest in custom handles, you can buy their dimple flags, or you can just buy the whole set. And if you break one, you can totally replace them. Alternatively, you can invest in the Noob Elite pick set, and it comes with 2 dimple picks, and these are probably all you'll ever need, but you could purchase extra flags just for these 2 picks. So you can have 5 for the right-handed and 5 for the left-handed. So that's what I really love about those being interchangeable. Last but not least, 100% made in Germany, made in Bonn. So I love German engineering. I love German quality control. Nothing beats this. This is a very nice leather roll-up pick case. This flap closes over the top to protect your tools. Like that. This thing looks and fits perfectly. Let's just try rolling it up. I don't have the turning tools in here, but it rolls up just the same. Super nice and tiny. I can fit my fingers around it. It's just amazing. Obviously, if I had the turning tools in here, it'd probably be maybe about a 1/2 inch thicker. And this, everything, like, look at this. Just the attention to detail is uncomparable to anything else on the market today. So that's it. I don't have anything else to add to this review. I will add the price and the link to this product in the description down below. I'm sorry, when I was printing this, I forgot to add the price. So, and I'm sure it's fluctuating, and they're gonna have sales during Black Friday. So it's gonna be different from how this video is going to show it in the advertising here. So let me know your thoughts down below. What dimple picks are you using that are successful for you? Am I missing something in my collection that I should try? Just let me know what you're using, and let me know if you're interested in getting this guy, because this is the best dimple pick set that I own to date. I will be putting in a very large order of about $300 with Multipick next week on Black Friday. Hopefully their sales will be amazing, and they will have a sale on everything that I want to purchase. And I'm going going to be purchasing their complete Dimple Pick set, the original set, given that this is the limited edition set that I have. And I'm going to be purchasing a bunch of other stuff too. So let me know down in the comments below, what Dimple Pick sets are you using and what are your thoughts on this? If you are new here, hit subscribe, stay up to date on all my reviews. I'm going to be unloading a bunch of Multipick product reviews over the coming week leading up to Multipick Black Friday. I have some 3D locksport reviews to unload on you, and I have some covert instruments reviews to unload on you guys, and some bare bones, and I have another Lock tools, and possibly a Jimy Longs case review. I think Jimy Longs is in the process of finding a pick case, and it looks amazing. I can't wait to see. So let's talk about those things over the coming weeks. I wish you all a happy weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time.